installs. So this is a Roman Props Inception Elite lightsaber. So this is Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber from Revenge of the Sith. This is the second generation version. It's not the latest one because the latest one's still not been shipped yet. But it is the one that's fully chromed. It's an absolutely beautiful lightsaber. Fingerprint magnet. So it's got the vented pommel, but you've also got a display pommel as well. So I've installed this with a Proffie 2.2, shock Neopixel pin set, 18650 power keeper battery, a KR 24mm bass speaker, and a custom 3D printed chassis that was designed and developed by James Wareham. I'll put a link into his Etsy store where you can buy this chassis. Excellent chassis. I had the Shapeways one for it, but I didn't use the Shapeways one. It seemed extremely flimsy. So if you unscrew the pommel section, so speakers there. So you can access the board. If you just unscrew this will slide out. Gives you full access to the board. Just push it back in. Screw the grub back in. Holds it into place. Kill key.
So uncivilized.
So I've done quite a bit of work on the emitter section to this, because the blade depth, even now, is still really shallow. So I fitted this with a magnet connect. Also James redone a low profile shock holder, so it's even thinner than a standard one like you would get from KR or anyone else. So if you need something that's low profile for thin necks, contact James on his Etsy store. He'll be able to sort you out with that. So it originally comes with a cap, and the cap's attached to the actual bit that screws into there. So I've cut that down, and then I've sanded it right back as much as I can to give it more blade depth. And like I said, I put a magnet connect on it. So you've got power and auxiliary.
Hello there.
So this is running the latest 5.7. It's either 5.7 or 5.8, I can't remember, but it's the latest one anyway. And I put, so it's got battle mode on it. It's got multi-blaster, deflect on it. I've also put twist on and twist off activation. And I put my blade in. My blade is shaved down so much that it's a little bit loose. Also, the original club screw they put on for blade retention is really low down. So I've tapped a new one that's higher up, so it actually screws into the blade. Before, it was screwing into this bottom part, which is the holder, and I screwed it into mine and it's broken my magnet, so I'm missing a magnet on. So mine's not even fully magnetised either. So you can use both. However, I would, see, you put my blade in it, it wobbles a lot, because my blade is shaved down so it can fit in really tight emitter hilts. So mine also now, because it's screwed down and mine's loose, it makes the blade actually look like it's not straight. So if I was to screw this one in and that one at the same time, it would straighten my blade out. But for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to bother. It's only slightly out angle wise, but yeah, if you've got a new blade, it'll fit in there perfectly. You might need brand new blades. It's a brand new blade, so are still quite tight fitting if they've not been trimmed down or shaved down at all. So if you buy a blade from say like JQ or KR's, it wouldn't have been sanded down at all. So it might need a tiny little bit of sanding to fit in, but then once it fits in, it'll fit in nice and tight, and you won't get no wobble like on mine. And then you can just use that top retention, and it would hold it in perfectly. And it's got just enough blade depth on it now So you've got music. Slightly. There's colour changing on here as well, and all these fonts on here, all blade styles.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Are all the new 5.7 blade styles, so they've all got colour changing in. I'm not going to colour change any of the Obi-Wan Kenobi ones because they're set to what they should be, but I'll demonstrate colour changing on the generic font in a minute. So this one's got a pre-on and a pre-off. This is actually the sound font from Phantom Menace, so this is when Maul's fighting, Obi-Wan's fighting Maul, so it's not, doesn't really match the hilt, but so that's Force Lightning, and then Vocalise Lock Up.
Promise me you will train the boy. Yes, Master. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Different music on here for every single sound font.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must. You will try.
Like I say, it's got
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
twist on and twist on, twist on, twist off activation. So I said it's got battle mode. Battle mode's not actually activated at the moment. So the difference between normal is when you do a clash, it would just do a clash, and then you do have to hold down the auxiliary and do a clash to do the lock up. With battle mode, when you activate battle mode, which is when you've got it on, you swing and hold down the auxiliary, then put it into battle mode, and then when you do a clash, if you hold the clash, it would automatically go into lock up, and then when you pull away, it will pull out of the lock up. So see if we can get the so that should be on battle mode now. So if I do, so now I've just clashed the lightsaber, and then you do a pull away, and it will pull out the lockup. And then it's also got multi blaster. I can't remember. Come on, redo that. But I can send the instructions for this. It's not an issue. So I do colour changing on this one. So pick what colour you want. So to do colour changing, you hold while the blade's lit, you hold down the auxiliary and tap the power button. To do Force Lightning, you do the opposite. So you hold the power and tap the auxiliary, and then the opposite way around. So you hold down the auxiliary and tap the power, colour changing. And that'll stay that colour now. So I'll just quickly go through a few more of these sound fonts.
Anakin Skywalker.
This one's got the Tuscan music as well, I think. Anakin has the attack on the Tuscan Raiders.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And there's a few old Ben ones in here.
Hello there. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
And then I've put the music to match that sort of font as well.
Obi-Wan. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. The Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us, it penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together. This is the way.
So I've done a modified Mando on here. It's got the Mando music.
Hello, Master. It's been a while.
So even the Ahsoka one's got her music.
Darth Malak.
I wondered when you would return.
Twist on and twist off.
Chrono Saber. Brew that. The Bane.
Ben Solo.
Stable green. And like I said, you can colour change that. So if you don't want green,
I'm Ray. Ray who?
this is the last one.
Ray Skywalker.
I've got crayon on that one. And that's it.
General Kenobi.
Yep, back to the beginning. So any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.